Peter and I jumped at the funding opportunity offered by Creative Multilingualism, a research project headed by the University of Oxford and supported by the Arts and Humanities Research Council. We decided to invite two multilingual theatre artists to work with our students at the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama to think about what opportunities might be afforded by using more than one language on stage, while at the same time acknowledging the fact that people in the audience might not understand them. We also organised a conference on multilingual theatre at the University of Kent in September 2019. Languages are so rich and complex. There are resources that can be used really productively on stage. And yet often theatre makers and students in the classroom feel unconfident about mixing them and using them on stage. So with this project we thought we would invite specialists.
The use of different languages on stage is somehow a way to make a reality out of this utopia which theatre always has to be. I mean, we have the incredible privilege to work in theatre, and then we have to explore new realities, and we have to try to make somehow, at least on the stage, a kind of a utopia possible. And this utopia that I have in mind has different languages and not only one.
I think for me the biggest discovery is pretty obvious, is that you don't always need to understand what the people on stage are saying in order to understand the story or the emotion that's being conveyed. So I was surprised at how little of a certain language I need to understand word by word. So for example, when we are staging a dialogue and one person's speaking in English and the other person's speaking in a totally different language, I only kind of need to know and understand what one of those people is saying, and the rest I can infer or read from body language.
Part of this project was to try and encourage a new generation of theatre makers to experiment with mixing languages.
I started doing these bilingual productions because I thought that for some plays it would be really irreplaceable to hear the original tongue in which the play was written. And I wanted also all audiences to be able to enjoy that. And I felt that subtitles are not something everyone feels comfortable with. And also they take your attention away from the performer. And then I discovered, I think because there is a kind of similarity between the act of translating and the act of performing, that there's a kind of alchemy between languages being at play on stage and the performance unfolding, which creates like a language in itself and a world in itself.
The theatre artists we're interested in often create performances in a variety of languages, including European, Asian and African languages. Think of, for instance, the Brussels-based NID company, Polish director Krzysztof Warlikowski, Catalan director Angelika Liddl, Croatian director Oliver Frilic, Swiss directors Milo Rau and Christophe Marteller, British director Katie Mitchell, and many, many more. These artists combine different languages on stage to represent, explore and question the ethics and politics of our multicultural post-colonial societies. Multilingual theatre is now a key trend on continental stages. Peter and I learnt a lot from being in the rehearsal room with Anne, Anestis and the students. As we planned our conference and subsequent edited collection of essays, we were left with more questions than answers. How is practicing multilingual theatre a political act? What is the ethics of multilingual theatre practice? What is the role of the audience in co-constructing the meaning of multilingual performance? How can actor training change to serve multilingual performance? Why do we need multilingual performance? We believe multilingual theatre is an exciting field. For performers, researchers and audiences alike, it multiplies possibilities and challenges the insularity of monocultural, monolingual ways of making performance. We are excited to keep working together in this field.